September 2026 brings Sagittarius into a financially important period where ambition, professional growth, careful planning, and the courage to pursue bigger opportunities can work together to create meaningful progress. This month is not simply about earning more money. It is about understanding how your talents can create greater income, recognizing which opportunities deserve your energy, controlling unnecessary expenses, and building a financial future that gives you more freedom rather than more pressure. You may enter September with a strong desire to improve your financial situation. Perhaps you have been thinking about finding a better job, increasing your salary, starting a side business, expanding an existing business, working with international clients, investing in education, traveling for professional reasons, or creating a source of income that is not completely dependent on one employer. You may also feel that you have outgrown your current financial situation. You know you are capable of more. You may have bigger ambitions than your current income allows. You may want to experience more freedom, travel more, support your family, invest in your future, or simply stop worrying about whether there will be enough money for the next unexpected expense. September encourages you to take those desires seriously. But it also asks you to combine optimism with financial discipline. Sagittarius naturally thinks about the bigger picture. You are capable of seeing possibilities where other people see limitations. When you become excited about an opportunity, you can move quickly because you believe in the potential outcome. That optimism can be one of your greatest financial strengths. But it can also become a weakness if excitement causes you to ignore practical details. September asks you to keep your vision large while keeping your financial decisions grounded. You do not need to think smaller. You simply need to plan better. The beginning of September may bring attention to a financial or professional matter that needs to be corrected before you can move forward comfortably. A contract, payment, debt, business agreement, subscription, loan, or shared financial responsibility may require closer examination. Some September forecasts specifically point to financial and career concerns becoming more noticeable early in the month, particularly around contracts, partnerships, and professional arrangements. Do not ignore these signals. If there is something unfinished, finish it. If there is something unclear, ask questions. If there is an agreement you do not fully understand, read it carefully. If someone is asking you to make a financial decision quickly, give yourself time. You do not have to accept every offer simply because it looks exciting. Sometimes financial progress begins by eliminating confusion. Once you understand where you stand, you can make much better decisions about where you are going. One of the strongest financial themes for Sagittarius in September is the connection between professional growth and income. Your financial improvement may not come from luck alone. It may come from your career, promotion, a new position, a better client, a larger project, a business opportunity, an international connection, a teaching opportunity, a media or communication project, a new qualification, a new market. These possibilities can become important because 2026 continues to emphasize expansion in areas connected with education, travel, media, entrepreneurship, and broader professional horizons for Sagittarius. September asks you to think beyond the immediate paycheck. Ask yourself what kind of work could change your financial situation over the next several years. Maybe your current job pays the bills but does not offer enough growth. Maybe you have a skill that could become a business. Maybe you have knowledge that could be taught. Maybe you have experience that could be turned into consulting. Maybe you could work with people from another country. Maybe you could create digital products or services. Maybe you have always wanted to pursue education that would qualify you for a better professional position. These ideas deserve serious consideration. You do not have to change your entire life immediately. Start with research. Explore the possibility. Learn what is required. Calculate the cost. Estimate the potential income. Then decide whether the opportunity deserves a place in your future. Sagittarius can sometimes become so focused on the destination that the practical steps are overlooked. September asks you to respect the steps. If you are employed, your professional value may become more visible during this period. You may be given additional responsibilities. You may become involved in an important project. You may be asked to lead something. You may receive an opportunity to demonstrate skills that were previously overlooked. This can create a pathway toward better compensation. But do not assume that simply working harder will automatically result in more money. You need to understand how your contribution is measured. Keep track of your achievements. Record successful projects. Remember measurable results. Document situations where your work increased revenue, saved time, solved a problem, attracted customers, improved efficiency, or helped the organization reach an important goal. If you want a promotion or salary increase, evidence will strengthen your position. Do not simply say that you deserve more. Explain why your contribution is worth more. Confidence matters, but confidence becomes much more powerful when supported by facts. For Sagittarius natives searching for employment, September can open doors through professional opportunities and networking. The September outlook for Sagittarius points toward career opportunities, with one forecast highlighting September 10th as a particularly promising point for professional openings or deals. This means you should remain active. Apply for positions. Update your resume. Improve your portfolio. Speak with people in your industry. Reach out to former colleagues. Tell trusted contacts what kind of opportunity you are looking for. Do not assume that the best opportunity will appear through a traditional application. Sometimes a conversation creates the opportunity before the job is even publicly announced. Your personality can also work in your favor during interviews. Sagittarius is naturally optimistic, enthusiastic, and forward-looking. People can feel your energy. You can make others believe that you are capable of growing into a role. But remember to balance confidence with preparation. Do not walk into an interview assuming that enthusiasm will replace knowledge. Research the company. Understand the position. Prepare examples. Know your strengths. Know what you can contribute. Your optimism should be supported by preparation. That combination can be extremely powerful. September may also bring financial opportunities through international connections. Travel, education, publishing, media, online business, international clients, foreign markets, and professional relationships with people from different countries may become especially interesting areas. If you have ever considered expanding beyond your local environment, September may encourage you to take that idea more seriously. Perhaps you can work remotely for an international company. Perhaps you can sell a service online. Perhaps you can teach something to people in another country. Perhaps you can create content for an international audience. Perhaps you can pursue a certification that opens professional doors. The world may be larger than the financial environment you currently depend on. Sagittarius is a sign that naturally grows when horizons expand. Your financial life can grow in the same way. But do not assume that every international opportunity is automatically profitable. Research taxes. Research payment systems. Research contracts. Research currency exchange. Research legal requirements. Research the reputation of the company or client. Your vision should be international. Your financial planning should remain practical. September also asks Sagittarius to pay closer attention to spending. You may have a natural relationship with freedom. You enjoy experiences. You enjoy travel. You may enjoy discovering new places, trying new things, buying something that excites you, or rewarding yourself after a period of hard work. There is nothing wrong with enjoying your money. But September asks you to make sure your lifestyle does not expand faster than your income. You may see an expensive opportunity that looks irresistible. A vacation. A new device. A vehicle. A luxury experience. A new wardrobe. An expensive course. A business investment. Before spending, ask yourself whether the expense supports your long-term goals. You do not need to stop enjoying life. You simply need to distinguish between freedom and financial carelessness. Real freedom is not spending everything you earn. Real freedom is having enough control over your money that you can choose what matters. This is an important lesson for Sagittarius. You may sometimes think that earning more will automatically solve every financial problem. But if expenses rise every time income rises, the problem simply moves. September encourages you to allow your financial foundation to grow alongside your income. If you earn more, save more. If you receive an unexpected payment, consider keeping part of it. If your business grows, strengthen your cash reserve. If you receive a bonus, do not automatically spend the entire amount. Financial progress becomes much stronger when increased income creates increased stability. This month is also excellent for reviewing recurring expenses. Look at subscriptions. Look at memberships. Look at delivery services. Look at entertainment. Look at online purchases. Look at bank fees. Look at unnecessary services. Look at payments you may have forgotten about. You may discover that some expenses are no longer useful. Cancel what you do not need. Renegotiate what you can. Compare prices. Small financial adjustments can create meaningful savings over time. September may also bring attention to debt and shared financial responsibilities. If you have loans, credit obligations, or money connected with another person, this is a good time to understand exactly where you stand. Do not allow vague financial arrangements to continue. Know the numbers. Know the deadlines. Know the interest. Know the total cost. If there is a way to restructure an obligation more efficiently, research it. If you are sharing expenses with someone, make sure expectations are clear. Financial uncertainty becomes much more stressful when nobody knows what the actual agreement is. Clarity can reduce that stress. For Sagittarius entrepreneurs, September can be a month of strategic growth. You may feel ready to expand. Perhaps you want to launch a new product. Perhaps you want to hire someone. Perhaps you want to increase advertising. Perhaps you want to reach international customers. Perhaps you want to invest in technology. Perhaps you want to open another branch. Your ambition is valuable. But before making a large financial commitment, examine the numbers. Look at revenue. Look at profit. Look at cash flow. Look at expenses. Look at customer demand. Look at how long it takes to recover an investment. Look at what happens if growth is slower than expected. A business should not expand simply because the owner is excited. It should expand because the structure can support it. September encourages you to think like both an entrepreneur and a financial strategist. You can dream big, but build carefully. One of the biggest financial opportunities for Sagittarius may come from turning knowledge into income. You may know more than you realize. Your experience may be useful to other people. Your ability to teach, explain, guide, motivate, communicate, or connect ideas can have financial value. Consider whether you can monetize your knowledge. Teaching, consulting, coaching, writing, content creation, online courses, public speaking, marketing, translation, travel-related services, education, research, professional guidance. You do not need to create a huge business immediately. You can begin with one service. Find one person who needs it. Solve the problem. Get feedback. Improve the service. Then grow. The first goal is not to become rich overnight. The first goal is to prove that your skill has market value. September may also encourage you to invest in yourself. Education could become particularly important. A certification, a professional course, a language, technical training, business education, communication skills, leadership training, better equipment, technology. These may appear to be expenses today, but they can become investments if they increase your future earning ability. Before paying for something, however, ask yourself whether it has a realistic return. Will it help you get a better job? Will it allow you to charge more? Will it attract better clients? Will it make your work more efficient? Will it open an international opportunity? Will it give you a skill that remains valuable for years? If the answer is yes, the investment may deserve consideration. But do not spend simply because something sounds impressive. Research first. Investment decisions also require discipline. You may hear about an investment that appears to offer extraordinary returns. Someone may tell you that it is the next big opportunity. Someone may encourage you to act immediately. Do not let excitement control your money. Some 2026 Sagittarius financial forecasts specifically recommend caution around high-risk investments and quick profit schemes during the mid-year period, with greater financial balance expected as September progresses. September should therefore be approached with intelligence rather than greed. If an investment sounds too easy, investigate it more carefully. Understand the potential loss. Understand the time horizon. Understand the fees. Understand who controls the money. Understand what happens if the investment fails. Never invest simply because you are afraid of missing out. You do not need every opportunity. You need the right opportunities. This distinction can protect your financial future. Partnerships may also become financially significant during September. Someone may approach you with a business idea. A colleague may want to collaborate. A friend may suggest investing together. A foreign contact may propose a project. A client may offer you a larger contract. These opportunities can be exciting, but Sagittarius must remember that excitement is not an agreement. Discuss responsibilities. Discuss money. Discuss ownership. Discuss deadlines. Discuss expenses. Discuss profit sharing. Discuss what happens if one person wants to leave. The more clearly you communicate at the beginning, the less likely you are to experience problems later. Do not allow optimism to replace documentation. A good partnership can survive clear questions. A strong opportunity should become stronger when examined carefully. September may also bring a lesson about patience. Sagittarius is naturally future-oriented. You want movement. You want growth. You want results. You may become frustrated when progress feels slow. But some financial changes need time. A new business needs time to develop. A new skill needs time to become profitable. A promotion may require preparation. Savings require consistency. Investments require patience. Professional relationships require trust. Do not mistake slow progress for no progress. Sometimes the most important financial work happens before anyone else can see the result. You may be building something quietly now that becomes valuable later. Around the middle of September, you may begin thinking more seriously about your long-term financial goals. Perhaps you want to purchase property. Perhaps you want to build an investment portfolio. Perhaps you want to become debt-free. Perhaps you want to start a business. Perhaps you want to work internationally. Perhaps you want to reach a level of financial independence where you are no longer afraid of unexpected changes. Write the goal down. Give it a number. Give it a timeline. Then divide it into smaller steps. A financial dream without a plan can remain a dream. A financial goal with measurable steps becomes something you can actively pursue. Sagittarius benefits from having something to aim toward. Make your financial target visible. Track your progress. Celebrate milestones. Adjust when necessary. Keep moving. Family finances may also require attention during September. You could find yourself helping someone close to you. Perhaps a family member needs financial support. Perhaps there is a shared expense. Perhaps a household decision requires more money than expected. Your generous nature can make it difficult to say no. But remember this, Sagittarius. Helping someone should not require sacrificing your own financial future. You can be generous without becoming financially responsible for everything. You can help while maintaining boundaries. You can say yes when you genuinely have the ability. You can say no when saying yes would create serious pressure. That is not selfishness. That is maturity. September may also bring property or household-related expenses. Perhaps you are considering moving. Perhaps you want to renovate. Perhaps you need a vehicle. Perhaps you want to purchase new furniture or equipment. Before making a major purchase, look beyond the initial price. Think about maintenance. Think about repairs. Think about taxes. Think about insurance. Think about transportation. Think about utilities. Think about unexpected costs. A financially wise decision considers the entire commitment, not just the excitement of the first day. As September progresses, you may begin to change the way you define wealth. You may become less interested in simply earning enough to spend. You may become more interested in creating freedom. Money can give you choices, can allow you to leave a job that no longer suits you, can allow you to travel, can allow you to support your family, can allow you to invest in a dream, can give you time, can give you security. It can give you the confidence to take calculated risks. This is a deeper form of financial success. You may also realize that your financial life does not need to look like anyone else's. Someone else may earn more. Someone else may own more. Someone else may travel more. Someone else may appear more successful. That does not determine your value. Your financial journey is your own. Your goal is not to compete with someone else's lifestyle. Your goal is to create a financial structure that supports the life you actually want. By the final part of September, some of the decisions you made earlier in the month may begin producing visible results. A professional conversation could lead to a new opportunity. A new client could become a stable source of income. A side project could generate its first meaningful revenue. A business decision could improve profitability. A new skill could open a professional door. A financial adjustment could create greater savings. The improvement may not happen dramatically. It may happen quietly, but quiet progress is still progress. You may look back at the beginning of September and realize that you are no longer simply waiting for your financial situation to change. You are actively changing it. That is the difference. Sagittarius, your greatest financial advantage this month is your ability to see possibilities beyond your current circumstances. You can imagine a bigger future. You can take calculated risks. You can learn. You can adapt. You can communicate. You can explore new markets. You can turn experience into opportunity. These qualities can become extremely powerful when combined with financial discipline. Do not underestimate small improvements. One new client. One better contract. One professional connection. One new qualification. 1 month of disciplined saving. 1 unnecessary expense removed. 1 additional income stream. 1 carefully researched investment. 1 decision to stop accepting less than your work is worth. These actions may seem small. Together, they can create major financial change. September is not asking Sagittarius to become obsessed with money. It is asking you to respect money enough to give it direction. Earn with ambition. Spend with awareness. Save with purpose. Invest with research. Negotiate with confidence. And do not allow impatience to convince you that every opportunity must be accepted immediately. Most importantly, remember that your financial past does not define your financial future. Maybe you spent too much. Maybe you trusted the wrong person. Maybe a business idea failed. Maybe an investment did not work. Maybe you accepted a job that paid less than you deserved. Maybe you experienced a period when money felt uncertain. Those experiences can become lessons. They do not have to become your identity. September gives Sagittarius an opportunity to create a more mature, strategic, and independent relationship with money. You are learning that wealth is not only about earning more. It is about keeping more, growing more, understanding more, choosing better opportunities, developing valuable skills, and creating enough financial freedom that you can live according to your own priorities. Your next financial breakthrough may not arrive as a dramatic fortune. It may begin with one conversation, one application, one new client, one professional connection, one course, one business idea, one disciplined savings decision, one decision to wait instead of spending, one decision to finally take your own talents seriously. One of those small decisions may eventually become the beginning of a much larger financial transformation. Remember this, Sagittarius. Your financial future does not need to be created through one giant leap. It can be built through ambition, smart planning, calculated risks, disciplined spending, and consistent action, one powerful decision at a time.